Okay, good morning, and thank you very much for dialing into Hummingbird Resources Q2 results. I'm going to go through a short presentation outlining the performance of the company during the second quarter. But before I start, this front cover here, this is an aerial shot of the mine at Kouroussa that poured first gold during the quarter and is currently going through commissioning. So to give a little operational and trading update, Hummingbird became a multi-asset gold producer during the quarter with first gold from our Kouroussa gold mine in Guinea. The group production for the quarter was 23,885 ounces, which means for the first half of the year, we have produced 51,417 ounces of gold. The group Asic for Q2 was $1,234 an ounce, meaning the group Asic for the first half of the year was $1,170 an ounce. The average realized gold price for gold sold by the group was $1,981 an ounce during Q2, which is slightly higher than the average gold price for the quarter through good treasury management by the finance team. Realized price for the first half of the year, $1,927 an ounce. The group achieved adjusted EBITDA of $15.5 million during Q2, taking the total for the year to date to $33.1 million. And in order to sort of reiterate guidance for the group, we would be confident to say that we are well on track to reach stated guidance for 2023. And we will look to give more precise guidance on Kouroussa once it is through ramp up, which we anticipate being in this quarter. So by Q4, we anticipate Kouroussa being at nameplate. In terms of a bit more detail on the group's production and ASIC, as stated, $51,147 an ounce for the first half at $1,170 an ounce. The Q2 number was slightly higher than Q1, largely driven by slightly fewer ounces produced during the quarter as the biggest driver of ASIC. In terms of an operational update for the group, during the quarter, we mined 592,360 BCMs. We mined 262,000 BCMs of ore. We processed 364,000 tons of ore, which is very consistent throughout the year. And actually for the last 3 quarters in a row now, the plant has been running consistently. Average mill feed grade at 2.21 has maintained its consistency with our plans, and plant recovery has remained above nameplate consistently for the life of mine. The gold inventory held by the company is 1,831 ounces of gold. We have resumed exploration activities at Yamflila, focusing on known deposits and extension of those deposits to increase resources around the reserve base. We have brought the Sanamali East open pit mine ahead of schedule into production, and that is providing ore feed for the rest of the year. And we are continuing to put a lot of priority and focus on developing the Kamana East underground project now that the Kamana East pit has been completed and exhausted. Although we have found some extensions to the pit to the north and south, which we're looking to explore further during the quarter. At Kouroussa, we poured first gold on the 8th of June, and we are proud to say that despite the inflationary pressures and the difficult environment that we have endured over the last 2 or 3 years, the mine was delivered on time and on budget. The mine and the plant are currently ramping up. There's a lot of work going on with commissioning and fine-tuning the plant. I'm pleased to say that it's operating at about just under 70% availability at the moment, with certain days actually exceeding or running right up to nameplate. So we are confident that the teams involved have built a robust plant, and once the fine-tuning is finished and commissioning is done, I'm confident that this is going to be a successful operation. The mining operations also ramping up, and as they get through the topsoils and the oxide strip, they are increasingly accessing higher grade ore, which will be fed as it arrives, and into Q4 we hope to see very strong gold production from this operation. Exploration plans for Kouroussa are going to be key to the strategy of lengthening the mine life and creating equity value for our shareholders. And those exploration plans are well afoot. During the quarter, we've had a number of projects to evaluate exploration potential, and we're going to be looking to start exploration aggressively as soon as we have the bandwidth to do so. The ESG performance and initiatives across the group have continued to be a priority for the company. We have continued with our tree planting initiatives at Yanfolila, but also at Kouroussa. We have invested in significant water infrastructure. We continue to engage in community health in a strong way with our partners, CCI. And the safety performance for the group it's never good enough, but it's been robust and solid, and I'm pleased to say everyone taking that very seriously. To go into a few more of the financial details of the quarter, the gold sales, 24,770 ounces during the quarter, obviously selling a little bit from leftover from Q1. The realized gold price was strong. Operating cash costs of 29,996, giving us an AISC of $1,234 an ounce. And as previously stated, group EBITDA of 15.5 million for the quarter, 33.1 for the year. Net debt for the group at $122.8 million, which if you net off a bit of gold held in inventory, then it's slightly less at 119.3 million. I would say that this represents, pretty close to our peak debt, as we anticipate this story becoming more of a deleveraging story as we move towards the end of this year and certainly into next year. The scheduled repayments and deleveraging of Hummingbird will be a key focus for the company for 2024, and hopefully we'll see a lot of that value translate into equity value as we aggressively reduce the debt for the group. A little bit of a corporate timetable for you, really just saying Q3 operational update will be expected shortly after the end of Q3. But in the meantime, we hope to bring you news of successful continuing ramp up at Kouroussa and any exploration development plans as they're initiated. And this slide is just a repeat summary of the first slide, which I won't go through, but these are the numbers. Thank you very much for your time, and obviously we're available anytime to answer any questions you may have. Thanks a lot.